Hello everybody, welcome back to Dice and Digital. Here we are on a mission to collect all 151 Generation 1 Pokemon. They can be any language, any set, but we are looking for unique cards and fantastic artwork. And today I want to take you through the binder that we've collected so far. I want to show you what the most expensive cards are. I want to show you the coolest artwork that is also some of the cheapest. I want to show you modern classics, and I want to show you some trips down nostalgia. I'm also going to give you guys some advice about how to build up your own collection, ways to save money, and how to figure out exactly what it is you want to collect. So now it is time to open the binder. Let's have a look. Let's start where every Pokemon journey starts, the starter Pokemon. So here you can see the collection. We've got both the mix of English cards and Japanese cards. This Charmander is probably my favourite artwork in the whole set. I picked this up buying the single. I just think it's so full of life, so full of personality. And this Charizard here is one we got in one of our Obsidian Flame packs that we got from Berlin. Okay, that's pretty good. This is the most expensive art in the collection. I think it's about £65 here in the UK. And these water Pokemon, the Squirtle, the Wartortle, the Blastoise, all Japanese. Again, I picked these up as singles. And I chose Japanese because I think the difference in language in each page is really, really striking. And what I want to bring to life now is just looking at the whole page, and all of this different artwork is just one example of the collection that I'm trying to build up. Something that's diverse, something that's full of life and personality. So Pikachu cards, this full art Pikachu, again, it's a really unique card, super cool. Full of charm and personality. I also took the opportunity to go back and get cards that I remember having as a kid. I got that first base starter deck. Now you've got the opportunity to go back and buy those as singles. I did have a look at buying those starter decks, but they started at something like £120 here. But for 10p each, I could pick up cards that I remembered and brought back loads and loads of memories. So cards like the Spearow, Abra, Bellsprout, cards that actually were kind of meaningless and you weren't that bothered about as a 10-year-old kid, but being able to buy them just brings back all those memories of sharing cards and looking at cards in the playground. And then to pick out some of the artwork that I think is actually the coolest looking artwork, but it's often the cheapest. So we start off with Vulpix, the artwork really reminiscent of, well, Art Nouveau or Parisian Cafe. This was our Ninetales that we also pulled from our German pack that we got from Berlin.
Oh, wow, wee.
The Zubat here, really unique. I think that this artist, Asako, has quite a few of these crocheted or knitted Pokemon. Finding more of these crocheted Pokemon and putting a few more of them in is, again, one of the aims that I've added in as I build up this collection. There's another card that's similar to that as well. This Farfetch'd card just makes me laugh every time I see it. Then there are a couple of cards that just really remind me of the anime. This Seal card, for instance. The Sheller card, Scyther, Starmie. Just having those dotted around really remind me of my first introduction to Pokemon and watching that initial series. This Magmar card is almost psychedelic in its artwork. It's really, really striking. I wouldn't necessarily want every card like that, but to have them dotted throughout the binder is really interesting. So this Magikarp, for instance, for me is really reminiscent of traditional Japanese artwork. And it's the same with this Pidgey as well. So in terms of some tips of some things that I've learned that maybe can help you, is number one, figuring out exactly what it is you want to collect. Pokemon and trading cards in general can just be such a rat race of chasing the next pack, of chasing the next shiny, rather than you actually stepping back and figuring out, what is it that I want to build? Do I want to collect this whole set? Do I want to just find EVs from every set from the initial set? What is it you want to do? What means something to you? If you can figure out the game you want to play, that means that you're going to be winning, not chasing random packs and kind of wasting your money. Another thing I've learned is do the research. I could go out and buy 20 Obsidian Flame packs, but if then later I figure out when I've looked at the gallery, do you know what, there are only 4 or 5 cards that would have fit my collection, then again, I haven't used my money in a good way. So do your research. What I've been doing is looking through the galleries and thinking, are there enough Generation 1 Pokemon that I want? Are there enough cool artworks that I'd like? If so, cool. I'll gamble in the hope that maybe I'll get one of the more expensive cards. But if I look at a set and I think, do you know what, it's only that Eevee full art card that I want from the latest set, then maybe I'll just buy that instead. One of the great things of this set is I've gone, let's have a look at any languages. Let's celebrate all of the different languages. And that actually has saved me a lot of money. If I'd gone and bought all those full art cards of Squirtle and Wartortle in English, I would have spent double. As it was, each card was maybe £4, £5, because there's more Japanese cards. They're not as popular here in the UK, but you can see the artwork is just as cool. And then finally, be really, really clear about your budget. Things like this can become obsessions where, again, you're constantly chasing and thinking about, oh, how can I get an even cooler set? Oh, I just want one more pack. But be really, really clear with yourself. Collections like this aren't something that are going to be achieved in a week or a month or even 6 months. There's something interesting that you can just chip away at and add to over time. Set monthly budgets or monthly aims. If you see a sale, yeah, grab them, but maybe don't open every single packet in one go. Savour it and enjoy it. So there you have it. Hopefully it's been interesting to you guys. I've loved building up this set and I'd love you to come on the journey. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Give me a thumbs up. Stay tuned because we've got some more pack opening coming up and we might have some opportunities to go to some shows to buy some singles. Let me know in the comments, are there any cards that you think would be awesome to add to this set? I'd love to hear about the artwork that you love. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. See you soon, guys.